Hello everyone and welcome back to Shelly's Millions, where you'll join me on my journey towards becoming a millionaire, even though currently I'm living solely off of California EDD unemployment benefits. If you are liking the content in this channel, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video. All of that really helps the YouTube algorithm show my video to more people, which in turn helps the channel, which in turn helps me on my goal towards becoming a millionaire, because I do want to get this YouTube channel monetized. So yeah, and thank you so much to all of you that have already done that. Thank you for trusting me with your questions. I don't know how good of a job I'm doing answering them. So again, I'm no expert. I'm just going through this process of applying for California unemployment benefits for the first time myself, and it is definitely a frustrating experience. This is really a follow-up to the video that I posted on Saturday. On Saturday, several of my viewers let me know that there was a new message up on the EDD website saying that you didn't need to certify for benefits until after May 19th. And I was skeptical of that. I think I said that I hoped it didn't cause any hiccups. And of course it did. So let's get right into it. So last night, April 26th would have been the night that I would certify for benefits normally. I've been doing it every 2 weeks like clockwork. But last night I intentionally didn't certify, even though it said I had weeks to certify, because it said right on their website that you didn't need to certify. And I'm gonna read something because there's a quote, a direct quote from that new message that's on like a blue background on the EDD website. And it says, quote, "You will automatically, doesn't say automatically twice in the quote, so let's start over again. You will automatically receive your benefit payments unless you have an existing disqualification or pending issue." So automatically, end quote. So automatically means like automatic. It means you shouldn't have to certify. It says that on their own website. Now, it does say that you will eventually need to go back and certify, and there's actually been some update to that text as well. Even from Saturday, they've changed the text. So if you want to see what that text originally said, I screenshotted that on my last video, and here is how it's different now. So on Saturday, the verbiage was something to the effect of check back to the EDD website frequently to see updates on when you should report or certify the weeks for March 14th through May 9th. Today, the changed verbiage says, "We will contact you at a later time with instructions on how to provide retroactive certifications for this time period, including answering a series of eligibility questions." Okay, great. So they can't even like keep their information consistent for 2 days straight. So you were always going to have to go back and recertify or certify those weeks anyway. So I guess like if you can get onto the UI Online website and if you can certify, since you're going to have to anyway, I guess go ahead and do that now. Because yeah, so when I checked my Bank of America card this morning, there was no money on there, no surprise, $0, zero available. When I went back to the EDD website, normally I check like the claims history, and that's where it shows if something's been paid, if it's pending, and there was nothing in that section for the 2-week period that ended April 25th that I was supposed to certify on April 26th. It just still said you have weeks to certify. So then I went ahead and I certified. And since it's saying that I needed to look for work, I went ahead and looked for work. People in my industry still aren't hiring, they're still closed. So, you know, I just went on a couple of websites to confirm that, and yeah, they're not open and they're not hiring. So I just put that I looked on those online sites and I moved on. I still have not signed up for Cal Jobs. I guess my plan with that is to wait until they ask me why I haven't. Hopefully like the phone lines at the EDD will have slowed down by then, and I can just say, hey, like I really shouldn't have had to be looking for work this whole time because my employer is going to take me back when they reopen. So I know that's the case for a lot of you. Don't lie. If you have not been looking for work, be honest, but I do recommend, I go on Saturdays and I go to a couple websites, see if they're hiring. If they're not, you just put they're not hiring. You went online and then you just put the website and then you put like result of inquiry is not hiring. So that's what I've been doing for that. But it's really frustrating because it seems to me that the whole point of having that new text in blue, having that pop-up message several times before you actually get to your account information, it should mean that you don't certify. It should have cut down on the amount of questions. Now I feel like the phone lines are going to be clogged at the EDD even more because people are going to say, well, hey, like, why does it say here in blue that I don't need to certify for these weeks right now, but I'm not getting my payment and it's still showing me that I have weeks to certify? I feel like they should like just disable that tab right now if they don't want people to certify or they don't need people to certify right now or whatever it is, because this is certainly more confusing than just going on and certifying. It makes zero sense to me. It's more confusing to me, and I do normally think that I'm pretty good about figuring these things out, and it makes zero sense to me. So if somebody can explain to me why they would have a pop-up and that says you don't need to certify right now and then still give you weeks to certify, let me know in the comments below. Even theories, like who knows what's going on. Just a side note, like if you do have weeks available to certify, you're gonna wanna go on before 8 p.m. tonight to the EDD website because they are making more upgrades to the website. So they're gonna take it offline for maintenance from 8 p.m. tonight, Monday, April 27th, through tomorrow, Tuesday, April 28th at 5:30 a.m. Now this should be good news for a lot of you. If you were self-employed, a gig worker like Uber, Lyft, Postmates, or you did freelance, or for whatever reason you're self-employed, they are supposed to be getting that section of the website up and running tomorrow, April 28th. So I bet that's why they're taking it down for maintenance tonight. So that should be a good thing. But telling people that they didn't need to certify, at least in my opinion, it was not like, that was a waste of my time. It like got my hopes up that it was gonna make the process easier and less confusing, and that once they had it sorted out, they would just, let us know and we'd be able to go on and certify retroactively. But it didn't. It just gave us some information that made the process even more confusing. So again, I'm not giving anyone advice. I'm just letting you know what I did, and I did certify since I saw that I had weeks available to certify. And now as soon as I did that, when I go into claims history, it shows that the payment is pending. So it's also frustrating because if I would have just certified yesterday, I would have had that money on my EDD card this morning. A quick note on that for people that are maybe finding this video first before some of my others. First, I would recommend kind of watching this whole series of videos that I've been doing on applying for unemployment. But you normally get your EDD card for the first time after you certify. It's supposed to be within 10 days, but that's backed up too. So I'm hearing reports of maybe up to 12 days to first receive your EDD Bank of America debit card. That's gonna come in the mail. That comes automatically unless you manually select that you want a check. So you don't need to do anything to get that EDD card. If you have an old EDD card, there's some chances that they've loaded the money onto that they haven't sent you a new card because they think you still have an old card. And the time span for people reporting that they loaded it onto old cards is really long. So if you've ever been on an unemployment within even like the last 10 years, it may have gone onto an old card. If that's the case, if it's been more than 12 days and you haven't received that card, you're gonna wanna go ahead and call the Bank of America customer service number and have them send you another card, and that number is in some of my other videos, so make sure to go ahead and watch those. But after you get that EDD card, and I guess I've only done this once, so I don't have a lot of history, but from a lot of the comments that you guys left me, You normally, like once you have that card, you certify on Sunday, and Monday morning when you wake up, that money's loaded onto your EDD debit card. And so that was not the case for me this morning. So that's frustrating, because if they wouldn't have said, you don't need to certify, I would have just certified yesterday. But I knew I wanted to make this video and update you guys with what I was doing, with my experience with the new requirement or not requirement. So that's why I didn't certify last night, and then so I don't have my money this morning. So hopefully I have the money loaded on my EDD debit card tomorrow, because I need that money just like the rest of you do. And to those of you that do still have pending issues or disqualifications, you are going to need to still sit on the phone and try and get a hold of somebody. They've probably clogged up their lines even more by putting up a confusing statement that doesn't actually appear to be true. So if any of you are patient, any of you are not needing your money right away, and you didn't certify because it said you didn't need to, and you're not going to go on and certify because it says that we don't need to, let me know when and if you do get your money, if you receive your money. I'm curious about all of that. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching Shelly's Millions. Make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos on my process becoming a millionaire and my process with the EDD in the state of California. Again, if you are looking to invest in stocks for the first time, there is a really easy platform that I love using. I'm not sponsored by them. It's called Webull. If you use my link down below, I do get free stocks, and you also get 2 free stocks, one of which could be valued up to $1,400. I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope that these issues get resolved really soon. Just an update on my employees. I do have a couple that it's week 7 now, and there's nothing that we can do on our end, and they're still trying every day to get a hold of somebody at the EDD, and they're still unsuccessful. In another video, I recommend calling the governor. I hear that list is now so long that they're not even accepting new names. So I'm really hoping that they get this all sorted out soon, because it's crazy. Like, it's crazy and it's unacceptable. So get it together, state of California. I'm still looking for work. Hire me. I'm awesome. Okay, so yeah, see you on Saturday.